Hello guys, welcome back to my Java online class. In today's class, I'm going to explain object-oriented systems development methodology. Come on, let me start. Java is an object-oriented programming language. So, it allows to develop an software application by building self-contained modules. Modules in the sense methods. So, object, it involves or it encapsulates data and methods inside of it. Thus, it is an independent code. Objects that can be easily replaced, modified and reused. As object, it is a self-contained module. It is built by self-contained module. Thus, you can easily replace. If you have any modification, you can modify. If you want to reuse the object to other application, you can make reuse of that object's code. In an object-oriented environment, software is a collection of discrete objects that encapsulates their data as well as the functionality to model real-world objects. In object-oriented environment, what is software? It is a collection of discrete, the countable, finite set of objects, and that object, it encapsulates their data as well as functionality to model real world objects. Real world objects, it means it may be anything: car, bus, refrigerator, fan, TV, anything. Object, the definition of object is nothing but object is an real world entity. An object orientation yields important benefits to the practice of software construction. If you want to construct a software application or if you want to develop a software application, object oriented method, this methodology, it plays a very important role. It has its own benefits. It gives important benefits if you are developing a software application with the help of object oriented system. Each object has attributes and methods. Yes, each and every object which involves or it encapsulates its attributes. Attributes are nothing but data, and methods. Methods are functions. Objects are grouped into classes. So, class is a collection of objects. That is what objects are grouped into classes. In object-oriented terms, we discover and describe the classes involved in the problem domain. For example, if you want to develop a software application, suppose in that you need to study the problem domain. You need to study the requirements given by the client. At that time, suppose you need to discover the classes which are involved in that problem domain, so that you can find objects related to particular classes, because classes are the collection of objects. Now it will become, if you found the classes related to problem domain, then you can easily develop your software application. You can involve the code individually related to objects and classes for the problem domain. Everything is an object and each object is responsible for itself. See guys, because object, it involves data and methods inside of it. That is what everything is an object here. Each object, it is responsible for itself because it can handle its attributes or data, and it involves methods or functions. That is what the object, it is responsible for itself. For example, here a window object is responsible for things like opening, sizing and closing itself. If you opened any one window in your computer For example, paint application, file explorer, anything. The file explorer window, that is responsible, that is an object and that is responsible for opening, sizing and closing itself. You can resize. For example, if you want to look for another window, if you want to open the paint window, at that time you can resize it. You can open or you can close that file explorer window. So file explorer window, it is responsible for itself. Okay. When a window displays something, that something also is an object. See guys, consider if your window currently it is opened. In that window, if you have a chat, that chat itself, it will become an object guys. So a chat object is responsible for things like maintaining its data, label, even for drawing itself. So each and everything, it is made up of objects. If you open a window, that is responsible for its task or functions like opening, sizing, closing. In that window, if you have a chat, then chat also it is an object and that is responsible for things like maintaining its data and labels, drawing itself. Okay, that is what Java is, an object oriented system. It mainly looks for objects so that codes can be built for individual objects. Object oriented methods enable us to create sets of objects that work together to produce software that better model their problem domains than the traditional technique. See guys, our object oriented method, it enables us to create sets of objects that work together. For example, for car, you have developed an application and that is made up of so many objects. Consider if you want to open the car window, that is nothing but object. You can close the window, you can open the window. Steering itself is an object. The pedal itself is an object, but the pedal's behavior is different. Steering its functionality or behavior, it is different. In the same way for Windows functionality, you can close, you can open. So those are the functionality. That is what object oriented methods enable us to create sets of objects. Here the complete thing, we have an object. The complete one object is car, but the car is made up of many objects, such as I already said that wheels, windows, gears, pedals, so many objects to produce software. Those objects are which works together to produce software that better model their problem domains than the traditional technique. In traditional technique, we don't have such advantages, but here we have in object oriented system. Object oriented systems are easier to adapt changing requirements. For example, if you develop a software application, in that any one feature, if you want to change, that can be changed very easily and easier to maintain, because here we have independent objects and those objects which encapsulates data and methods inside of it. No need to change the complete code, only the current object you can change the code. not for everything. That is what we can easily maintain. More robust. Here, in object oriented system, more robust in the sense the memory management system for the application, or if there are any errors, it handles with those things. That is robust. And promote greater code reuse. See guys, consider one more application you got by another client, but that is similar to the current application. At that time you can reuse the current code to that application. This is the class for the day guys. Have a nice day.